Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Tesla Model X Plaid, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2021 Model X is a large, all-electric SUV that sits at the top of Tesla's SUV lineup. The Model X offers up to 3 rows of seating and an EPA estimated 360 miles of all-electric range and long-range trim. That's more range than any other fully electric SUV on sale today, and only behind the Tesla Model S and Model 3, when it comes to EVs as a whole. The Tesla Model X packs in some of the most advanced tech and driver aids available today, and access to Tesla's vast supercharger network should help alleviate range anxiety. There are some changes in store for the 2021 Model X. First up is the new Tesla Model X Plaid. The Plaid will gain an electric motor for a total of 3. The automaker is touting an output of 1,020 horsepower and a 0 to 60 time of 2.5 seconds. Also on tap for 2021 is an updated interior. The original vertical screen orientation is no more. The 2021 features a horizontally orientated touchscreen, which is the style Tesla implemented on its Model 3 and Y. There's also an additional dash-mounted driver information display above the steering wheel and an entertainment display for rear passengers. There is a new steering wheel design, though it's unclear whether this design is fully approved for production. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Tesla Model X. We're going to do the Plaid. But before we actually jump into that, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. There are other EVs, as great as the Tesla is, as popular as it is, there are other EVs that compete with this Model S or Model X, and I have done build and price reviews of several of them. For instance, I just recently did the build and price review of the 2021 Audi e-tron Sportback in the premium trim. That's pretty nice. I also did the 2021 Volkswagen ID.4 Pro. That's an all-electric SUV from Volkswagen. And although it's not an SUV, I do like this company. I did the 2021 Lucid Air Dream Edition. It's an all-electric sedan. It's awesome. I really like Lucid, particularly because I just recently found out that they actually are the battery suppliers for Formula EV. Yeah, they actually have battery race cars that go racing, and Lucid, they are the sole supplier. You would think Tesla, as wonderful as they are and all their technology, that they would supply the batteries for the racing series, no, beyond a doubt. But it's Lucid. And so, yeah, I think Lucid is somebody to keep your eye on. At any rate, after you watch this video, make sure you watch one or two of those other videos as well. Okay, so before we configure our Model X by clicking this Order Now button, let's scroll up the page almost to the top and go through all the features. When we get back down here to the bottom, back to this page, back to this image, then we'll go ahead and click this Order Now button, and then we'll go ahead and configure a 2021 Model X. That's where we'll also be able to see the colors, because on this particular layout, they don't show you the colors until you get to the configurator. So we know the interior is all new. I don't know if this steering wheel is going to pass or if it's going to end up being a regular steering wheel. I'm not sure about that. Here, they're just going over really the screens, right? They're just going over some features of the interior. 17-inch cinematic display, right? 2200 by 13 resolution. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. So, and then you got the steering wheel. We'll see about how that goes, but the steering wheel is kind of cool. And then they talk about how you got the perfect environment. There's a tri-zone temperature controls, all that kind of stuff. The Model X does offer seating for up to 5, 6, or 7 people. Let's go back to that. You can see the infotainment screen down here in the bottom in between the two front passenger seats there. Unfortunately, they don't allow you to pause this slider, but we're done. Okay, here's some other features. Like, we're going to take it from the top here. They say wireless gaming. There's up to 10 teraflops, whatever. I don't even know what I have to Google a teraflop. 10 teraflops of processing power. So you have in-car gaming on par with today's newest consoles. All right, so they're giving you some great stuff right here. They're going to allow you to stay connected, multi-device Bluetooth, wireless, USB-C charging for every passenger. So you got fast charge for your tablets and your laptops. And they say the best audio system, 22 speakers, 960 watts. It's got active noise canceling and all that good stuff. So here they say beyond ludicrous. Oh, several years ago, and I don't even know if they offer it anymore, but I know at one point you could get a ludicrous mode for your like Tesla Model S and things like that, and it would make it faster. So now they say Plaid is beyond ludicrous. So here we go. They say the Model X has 1,020 horsepower. Well, remember that Lucid Air I was just talking about? That Lucid Air EV or sedan, it makes 1,080 horsepower. Just saying. Quarter mile time for this EV or for this SUV, 9.9 seconds for the quarter mile. That's fast. 0 to 60 time, 2.5 seconds. It's extremely fast. Okay, so here they're showing the electric powertrain and all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, we can see the two configurations down here. There's the long range mode model. It's a dual motor, all-wheel drive. They're both all-wheel drive. The big difference between the long range and the Plaid has 3 motors and torque vectoring and all of that. So it's definitely more racy than the long range. The long range is no slouch though, 670 horsepower, 360 mile range, so you get 20 more miles out of the thing, and 0 to 60 time, a very, very, very fast still, 3.8 seconds. Here's some other information about the utility of this Model X. It can tow 5,000 pounds. It's got the Falcon wing doors. We already saw a picture of that because I already had a picture up of that. And then we got 91 cubic feet of storage capacity there. And then, of course, they talk about the Falcon wing doors that allow for easier loading. And it's got a standard trailer hitch, so you can tow 5,000 pounds or whatever else, your bicycle or whatever you might need. Here, Tesla is telling us that the Model X, which, you know what, now that I keep looking at it, it's actually quite attractive. I like it. It's designed for efficiency. It's got the lowest drag coefficient of any SUV, 0.25. It's built for speed and range. It's got refined aerodynamic elements that work together with new wheels and tires to help you travel further, give you sharper handling, and better ride comfort. All right, what do we got here? So, okay, up at the top, new wheels and tires, they kind of just alluded to that. So new performance tires deliver better handling and ride quality with lower rolling resistance, which means you can get further, right? All that matters. Resistance, that all matters. New aerodynamic wheels, updated look. Yeah, they do look nice, though. The older wheels, there were nothing wrong with those. Optimized aerodynamics, yeah, that helps you give them that low coefficient drag. And then refined styling. It's not a bad looking SUV. Okay, so let's talk about range. You can't talk about an EV and not talk about the range. So they say go anywhere with up to 360 miles of range. That's going to be in your long range model, not the Plaid model. There's supercharge up to 175 miles in 15 minutes at the supercharge stations. And there's over 20,000 of those along popular routes. So I guess if you take that road less traveled, as they say, I guess you're just going to be out of luck. We kind of saw this in the intro. They're showing us, they're giving us some examples. You can go San Jose to Los Angeles, 340 miles. Are they saying that on one charge? That's pushing it for sure. Berkeley to Lake Tahoe, Manhattan to Boston. And all these miles, they're going to be relative. They're going to be relative. Are you towing 5,000 pounds? Because if you are, you're not going to get any of these numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, you've got these numbers, but real world, are you going to achieve these? If you drive from San Jose to Los Angeles, can you do that like this? We'll see. We'll see. Can you do that on one charge? Because is that what they're telling us? Because let's remember where we started here. This long range model, they say it'll do 360 miles. I don't know about that Plaid. That's pushing it. 340, that's its max. I don't know. Maybe the long range model might be up for that task. At any rate, moving on, the 2021 Tesla Model X is built for safety. It's got front impact protection, side impact protection, and very low rollover risk because it's very heavy on the bottom. It's got a very low center of gravity. The battery pack's on the bottom. So chances of you rolling over are going to be pretty slim to none. You're going to really have to do a doozy to make that happen. So here they're talking about the autopilot features. Autopilot enables your car to steer, accelerate, and brake automatically within its lane under your active supervision, meaning you're not going to be taking a nap, you're not watching a movie or texting, right? Active supervision. So you can get over-the-air software updates, all this other stuff like that. So here they're telling you some things like rear side and forward-facing cameras provide maximum visibility. You got a forward-facing radar that provides a long-range view of distant objects, I guess up to 160 meters, I suppose, and 12 ultrasonic sensors that can detect nearby cars, which help prevent potential collisions and assist with parking. So here they're showing us some of the full self-driving capability features like navigate on autopilot. You can do an auto lane change. You can summon your 2021 Tesla Model X. Is it coming out of there or no? I guess it didn't work for him. And then you have the auto park feature as well. Where the car went, I don't know. There it is. Like 10 minutes later, there's the car parking. Let's go back and see if the car will come out when it's being summoned. Is it going to come out? Yes or no? I see a garage. There it is. There it is. Okay, so we can check out the specs for the 2021 Tesla Model X. We can see the specs for the Plaid. We can see the range, 340, quarter mile time, 9.9 seconds. Peak power, 1,020. You got wheels. You can choose 20 or 22-inch wheels. You got the big 5,000 pounds of towing, seating up to 7, 3 motors, top speed 163 miles an hour, and then flipping over here to the long range, top speed 155 miles an hour, 360 miles of range, 670 horsepower. You can get the same wheels. It does tow the same amount, and you can get seating up to 7. The big difference is you don't have the tri-motor or the torque vectoring. You have a dual motor. Well, I said when we get back down to this image, then we'll go ahead and click this Order Now button. So here we are. Let's click the button. Okay, so now we can see MSRPs. We can see what the price is of a Tesla Model X for 2021. You want a long range, it's going to set you back $84,690. We're going to go for the Plaid version, however, and the Plaid version is going to be $114,690. The Plaid's upgrades, right? You get the motors, you get the torque vectoring, and that's really about it. You're getting the motors and you're getting the torque vectoring. Everything else, honestly, is the same. We can click these so we can kind of do a sort of a look around here of our 2021 Tesla. That was kind of cool. Let's actually check out these paints. So this paint color here is called Pearl White Multicoat, and it's an included color because I think the rest of these colors are an upgraded cost. Yes, so solid black is $1,500. The midnight silver metallic is $1,500. The deep blue metallic is $1,500. And the red is $2,500. Let's just go ahead and do ours in red. Okay, next up we've got some wheel options here. Do we want the 20-inch wheels or do we want the 22-inch wheels? I think I want the 22-inch wheels. Okay, they're the 22-inch wheels. They're dark. They're the 22-inch turbine wheels. They're $5,500. Estimated range 330 miles. So we've paid $5,500 to lose 10 miles of range. Okay, moving on, we've got the interior. So they've got the all black, that's an included color. Then they have the black and white, that's $2,000 if you want the black and white. And it's $2,000 if you want the cream. The cream is nice too. The black makes it look kind of stark in there. I mean, you can't necessarily go wrong with that. I think all of the interior colors definitely work with this vehicle. The cream kind of looks kind of cool. I think I want to go with the cream. Definitely going to go with the cream. We're going to go with the cream. The seating layout, well, 5, 6, and 7, right? So 5 people or 5-person seating, that's included in the price. Now, how much is it if you need 6 or 7 people? So they say 6 seats is $6,500. And then that 7th seat is an additional $3,500. Is that how they're looking at that? Okay, and then do you want the full self-driving capability? Of course you do. I mean, seriously. I mean, I know I do. This is getting to be a very expensive car. These are not cheap. It started off at $114,000. We've been adding accessories and adding all the features to it and everything. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the full self-driving capability as well. So now that we've done that, they say, okay, cut us a check. So let's go continue to payment. We're not going to buy, however. Oh, look at that. They take Bitcoin. They take Bitcoin. You can order with a card. You got to give them a deposit of $100 today. And then that's when you got to figure out the rest of your financing, because the total purchase price is $143,000. It's very expensive. Very expensive. It's not cheap. There's a lot of cars at that price point. Not electric, but there are a lot of high-end choice vehicles at that price point. Just not EVs. Well, there's a few. All right, well, you know what? One way or the other, it is expensive, but it is very nice. I do like the Tesla. I like the Lucid, but I also like the Tesla. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this build and price review of the 2021 Tesla Model X Plaid helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.